And here we are. What's going on, everybody? Tim, the one and only child of Mecha, and you are watching the very first episode of Mechanism. Welcome. It's a group build show that we've put together for you guys to entertain, educate, and, man, just have fun. So we're going to really quickly go around the room, introduce everybody, get to know everybody, and then we'll get into building and just kind of hanging out and having fun. So with that being said, let's start. Justin.
Oh, you got to start with me.
Yeah, dude.
Double audio there.
Not prepared for this. Should I put the camera on my face?
It doesn't matter.
Guys? You guys know me, Justin, Justinius Builds. This is where I live. That's all we get.
That's all we get. Come on, man.
I'm glad you live somewhere at least.
What do you want? What more do you want from me?
Social security
Everything.
number.
Okay, let me hold on.
You don't want to say anything more about yourself?
Nah, I don't like to talk about myself. You know that.
Man, you're killing me. All right, cool. That's fine.
Christ.
That's fine. All right, so let's go over Angel. You want to introduce yourself?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, unmute your mic, dude.
Yep, was muted.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I'm Angel. One of the kind of guys. I don't know. What else should I say?
Just introduce yourself.
SEGMC. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Angel. SCGMC. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta know.
Mic drop.
We'll pimp that out. A lot during the show. So
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. And here's my mess. So it's gonna be fun.
Rock and roll. Well, thank you for being on.
No problem.
All right, we're gonna go over to Clem. Clem, introduce yourself for those of the people that don't know you. Look at that.
My name's Clem, also known as Gamera Ben Ray. I build plastic toys, and this show, if you guys haven't been, you should come. That's all I have, man.
It's an amazing convention.
For the show. It's not a goddamn you. It's a podcast. You're gonna get me to start cursing up a goddamn storm. You said we had to be nice.
Oh,
So-
dude, it's okay. Like I said, we don't have to be angels, but we try not to be assholes. But hey, you know what? That still, it's my favorite convention.
Let's see how long I last then.
All good. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Hey, Brian just joined us. Brian, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody, man.
Oh, hey. Hi, I'm Brian. I call myself Bro Builder because I don't have a better name.
Fair enough, man. Nice. That's a good reason as anything, right? Hey.
Yeah. Build in Brooklyn. I make a lot of things. Right now I'm working on some paint schemes. So.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Good deal. Well, thank you for being part of it, Brian. Appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go to Freddie. Freddie, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hey guys, Freddie. I go by Freddie Was Wrong online. I'm one of those Gundam guys. And just to, since Clem had stickers all over the place, I want to throw some over here too.
Oh, look at those.
Making it rain.
Oh, shit.
Oh, like this. Okay.
Those are some sweet decals.
Yeah, all those decals. But yeah, I'm just going to work on my GBWC build. Catch me on Instagram. If maybe I'll update it once in a while, maybe not. Who knows?
Nice. Well, good deal. Thank you for being part. Appreciate it, dude.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Let's go over to Mr. Mike Wine. Mikey, go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
Still a bit hot on the microphone.
Nah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Mike is
My name is Michael
self-conscious.
Wine. I live in beautiful Pacific Northwest now. We just had about a foot of snow or two last week. And anyway, currently I'm working on a 120 hill Max Macross Gerwalk with all these parts around the table. So doing some modifications, make it better. That's what I'll be doing tonight. So you can find me
Very,
on Facebook as Gundamonium.
very good. Hey, Mike, let me interrupt you for just one hot second. So everybody that's on the stream, make sure we have headphones on.
Yep.
You get that covered?
All right, I'm sorry, Mikey. Continue, please.
No, that was it. That was about it. So we're getting that going.
Okay, good deal.
Hey,
Awesome. Well, thank you for being on, Mike. Appreciate it, buddy.
thanks for having me.
And look at that beast. That thing is crazy. Good stuff.
Got some legs.
Right? All right. Let's go over to Scotty. Scotty, introduce yourself, man.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Scott. Go by GuiloX on all social media platforms. Stream on Twitch. One of the co-leaders of the GBA, the Gunplay Builders Association, and right now I'm currently being a complete nerd and painting Warhammer figures.
I almost
Nerd.
Oh, it's gonna focus here, but this is what I got going right now. This fork. There we go. Yeah, that's me.
Nice. Well, very good. Very good. Well, thank you for being a part, man.
I appreciate it. I was looking forward to this.
Cool. I think a lot of people were. All right. Let's go over to Joel. Joel,
Oh shit!
introduce yourself. Let it rip.
How's it going, guys? My name's Joel, otherwise
And that's
known
all
as
the time
True
we have.
Gumpa, and that's all the time we have. So, catch you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
I do a lot. Besides actually building model kits. So I think tonight I'm gonna actually build a fucking model kit for once. So yeah, there
I
we
gotta
go.
see that.
It's the first time build in months.
Nice. But hey, for those of you who don't know, Joel, what do you go by on the good old social medias?
Oh yeah, True Gumpa. True
There you
Gumpa
go.
on everything.
True Gunpla, not fake Gunpla.
Not
True
fake,
Gunpla.
not false, not good, but it's just true.
Fair enough.
Not good.
Not good, but it's there.
Good.
Not bad, but it's not good.
Just want to make sure we're clear.
Oh, rock and roll. All right. So for you guys watching, what's going to happen here? Hopefully over the course of tonight, is we're just going to have fun. We're going to hang out. We're probably going to bust each other's balls a little bit, and just generally have a good time. Just hanging out, geeking out, building models, or painting Warhammer, whatever. Scott, you're the weird one. That's fine.
I got a lot of these to paint.
and everybody thought it would be me.
Yeah.
I know, right? I seriously did think Justin was gonna.
I contemplated for about 3 seconds, and I remembered I had this. So,
Yeah, you got so many in the backlog. It's not even funny, dude.
oh man, let's not talk about backlogs today.
Nice. All right. So, hey, real quick, let's talk about SCGMC for a little bit, because I know Clem and the guys and Angel and Freddie and the Mike and all of them were talking about SCGMC. So let's real quick for the uninitiated, which quite frankly, I don't think anybody should be at this point. If you guys aren't familiar with SCGMC, you probably should be. But Clem, Angel, Freddie, explain to everybody exactly what SCGMC is and what they can expect this year.
So we're this convention of gunplay. Just happens to have a competition inside of it.
So it's a
No, it's cool. It's basically contests, different categories. We have stuff like UC, alternate universe stuff, dioramas, and also we have a lot of panels as well. going on, and we have a little section devoted just for panels, and people can go sit down and check them out. Not to mention tons of vendors. You can go in there and buy a bunch of different stuff too. So, Clem, anything you want to add to it?
So think about this as an IPMS contest, but Gundam focused. That's the best way to explain kind of what this contest is. Some of you guys have been to IPMS contests and have been shit on by those guys, which rightly so, because you guys are just horrible people. So, why let other people shit on you when we could shit on you, right?
It's done out of love, right?
Right.
Oh, there's no love involved. Are you kidding me?
Malice.
It's all hate, bitterness.
Handful of sand.
Hate, bitterness, jealousy, envy,
Fingers,
wrath. Yeah. All the 7 deadly sins. Nice.
Yeah, but that's what people like. So, I mean, you watch all the violence out there, and people just like people shitting on each other. It's like, yeah, it's a reality show. It's awesome.
Not that one lady.
Well, yeah. Every year there's always one. She's not the only one, but
There's always
yes.
one lady. Woo,
There's always someone.
Oh
And
my.
in the background, there's also other people too. So that you guys don't get to hear about. But I do. It's fun times.
Nice. Nice. So how many entries did you guys have last year? What was the total?
Angel, close to 300 or something.
300 entries.
I doubt that. Maybe half that.
It was,
about one.
it was something.
I mean,
No,
Clem had the
I'd say
stats. He
150.
should know. That's all we're gonna
Yeah,
do.
but that would require me looking up stuff when I'm busy building here, right?
Fine, I'll look it up.
No one cares really. Suffice to say, it's the biggest Gunpla show or contest in all of North America. So until someone else tries to beat us, I'm just gonna keep saying that we're the biggest. So, and I'm not gonna look at any other shows. So I could just keep saying that we are the biggest.
I mean, yeah, you guys are the biggest Gundam convention in the U.S.
God damn it!
Okay, so timeout. What's the aversion to that term?
No, it's just a common. It's just a jab amongst us because we keep the bigger we get, the more like a convention we're turning into. I mean, last year we actually had artists in terms of an artist alley.
Yeah.
For the last couple of years, we've had cosplayers. So yeah, welcome to hell. And yeah, and Angel's
panelists.
dream is to have like a multi-day event. So yeah,
It'll eventually get there.
So the one thing that I honestly I would be thankful for at this point is that nobody's shown up with like a free hug sign.
Okay.
That's
thank you,
huge plus,
asshole.
That's a huge plus.
We've got answers for that, and
Yes.
they'll rethink that right away.
Free hugs, everybody.
Yeah. We have Tim to thank for that this year.
Go get some at SCGMC.
I know a lot of people that want to hug you, Tim.
Oh. Well, I'm just a huggable guy. What can I say?
Exactly.
Oh,
There's
man.
jokes there, but I promise not to be an asshole. So
That's cool. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, speaking of SCGMC, there should be a new counterpart to that, right, Joel?
I pretty much just copied their homework and changed it a little bit. Oh my god, I'm getting annihilated by someone's air compressor right now.
That's me. I'm sorry. Hang on, I'll mute it.
we expect royalties and tributes Okay.
We'll talk about the licensing aspect of that. But you know, as someone with a little bit of experience, no, I mean we're pretty much doing quite literally that. It's the East Coast version of SCGMC in a part. Same rule set, same stuff like that. We've had a little bit more of a positive IPMS community down here. They're very actually of this year more supportive with the Gundam shit.
Wow.
So yeah, actually, myself and Macho Models are being head judges for Richmond IPMS, and we've got so far tallied around 150 to 200 individual model entries planned for that. So it's one of those things we're just going there and just bombarding them with Gundam stuff until they say, "Okay, please stop. I've had enough."
They just tap out.
Yeah, they just tap out. But SCGMC is going to be 2020. We're working with a local convention here in North Carolina. They do 3 city ones 3 times a year. And so we got that, vendors, all that fun stuff. So it'll be during a convention. So if you want the actual convention, feel, it'll be there, but also will be curtained off. So it'll still be somewhat of a private event. But yeah, so we're working on that. So planning and wheeling and dealing for that one.
Did you call it the champagne room there?
The champagne. Oh boy.
Sorry.
It will be curtained off.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I asked. I got excited for a second.
The 18 plus SCGMC.
Tip your waiters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But also, I'm going to SCGMC this year, so I'm super stoked for that convention. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Gotta love the convention. Gotta love the convention. Yeah, so I saw you guys doing the Richmond thing. If I wasn't at my staff meeting next week, then I probably would have gone down to that.
Oh man, it's gonna be it's surprising. Last year they had I think you said they had 70 entries, and Bluefin, Hobbylink Japan, and then of course like To Me and other companies have thrown in raffle prize support,
Right.
Which is pretty dope. And the Bluefin was mainly all Gundam stuff with some like the PG Millennium Falcon and stuff like that. But this year they kind of gave us a goal for my local community here in Richmond to get at least 100 models submitted. I think there's going to be a couple people from Fine Scale Modeler there, and I really want to show them that the Gundam side of it is a little bit more serious than what the IPMS and military scale modeling takes it for. So hopefully, if we can get that done, that should kind of start making a wave of change for IPMSs, all around the world.
All the old men.
Yeah, I mean, or we wait 20 years and then go from there.
I mean, yeah.
Wait for them
You
to
only
die
have to
off.
wait 5 years. Most of them are dying off already.
God, that's true.
God, it's morbid.
Hey,
that dark real fast.
My bad. I'll mute myself again.
we hope you old
Go back
guys
to my
die. Yeah, Jesus. There were some older gentlemen at SCGMC this past year. They were IPMS, right?
Most of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
But they support the show, which is pretty cool.
I mean, that is cool,
Anything local.
Well, they also understand that, to grow their hobby, they need to branch out to other areas, and that they see how many young people we're getting into, actual model building, and it's almost a gateway drug for them to get into, their quote unquote real modeling.
Right. Real modeling.
Put real modeling hours.
Like runways and 6 foot tall chicks, that type of stuff.
Awesome.
New York Fashion Week, the whole 9 yards. There you go.
Yeah.
Shar, eat your heart out, you son of a bitch.
I was thinking more right said Fred.
There you go.
Gotta chime in every once in a while.
You know who's got to chime in? I think Justin needs to chime in a little bit more.
Chime in about what?
About everything.
I'm priming. So
You're
sorry.
priming. What are you priming?
Priming these legs so I can make sure that they look as sexual to everybody else as they do to me.
Ah, there you go.
I still got a long way to go, though.
Oh man. All right, so everybody in the chat's saying the camera switching is making them ill. So we're going to go around and we're going to focus on single people, so people don't lose their lunch here watching the cameras go back and forth.
Sucks. One of us doesn't get to build and becomes moderator. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun with that, Tim.
I mean, that's fine. That's what I normally do on a Friday night anyway, so it's all good.
Wow. That's just kind of sad.
Yeah, it's fun. It is what it is. All right. So speaking of which, Clem, let's start with you. What are you working on there, dude?
This is a dome, so to speak. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with a dome barrage, but this is basically my attempt to convert this into a dome barrage. So I got skirts, I got little missile pods that are hinged and open up. And I'm working with Bondo to just putty the shit out of this thing.
Nice. Now, is that a master grade you're working with?
Yeah, this is one of those old master grade domes.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
nice and beefy.
yeah, but it's got a lot of stupid curves on it that the barrage does not have.
I got you.
So I get to putty the hell out of it.
Fun. Now, what'd you do? Did you mess up?
I always mess up.
On camera.
That's 99% of modeling is messing up.
It can be fixed.
The other 1% is fixing it.
We have the technology.
Do we
So now,
care enough to, though?
Yeah. Now, you 3D printed the missile pods and everything, right?
Yeah. So a lot of the Gatling gun and whatnot, that's all designed and 3D printed. So I have these the rear little engine pods. I 3D printed, designed this, and 3D printed this. So these will stick here, and these little thruster packs will stick back there, and that's kind of really rough of what it's gonna look like. But I mean, all I need is a rough idea, and I could sand and putty from there to finish everything.
Very cool. Freddie, what the hell are you doing?
I am chopping up a
Himself?
pistachio binder.
Jesus. I'm gonna mute you while you do that because we hear this like cranking every few seconds.
I can mute myself. I'll mute myself.
Fair enough. Thank you, dude. So, Clem, what did you design those 3D printed parts in? Like, what program do you use?
Blender, because it's free.
It's free.
I also have ZBrush. I've used ZBrush before. I actually took a class on ZBrush. But my problem with ZBrush is if I export it to an STL file and try to print it, it always comes out really fucked up where it just won't print. Mm-hmm. And any STL file I designed in ZBrush, I need to import it into Blender and then export it in Blender, and then it will print. But most of these things are not are very geometric shapes, so I don't really need to worry about sculpting with the ZBrush. So I'll just use a Blender.
Cool.
Very cool now, tool.
What is this? It looks like a green tank on one of your camera angles here. Looks like it's off to your left. Yeah, that. What is that?
That's from a Kshatriya. That's actually a bit that it's actually the ammo can for the dome.
Oh Jesus! Look at that.
So it sits back there, and I'll drill a hole through this and feed the ammo out to the Gatling gun, and that's what this is. This is actually from a Kshatriya repair, and this ends are 3D printed.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, we'll check back in with you later. Let's go over to let's go over to Brian. Brian, now you had you're working on some paint schemes, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm playing around with some multi-tone blue camouflage, basically.
Interesting.
I grabbed these mission model paints the last time I was at the one of the local hobbyist stores. So I want to kind of throw these together. And I got some MIG paints because I have a bunch of those that I'm just doing a contrast. So I'm kind of trying to see what my base tone works the best with. I have 3 base tones. I'm working with a Gray Shine by MIG. I got a Dunkelgelb Shine by MIG. And then this is my favorite light tone. It's Old Bone White by Tim Gore from Bloodlines on Createx.
Interesting.
Yeah, not a lot of people use the Createx, but this one is really, really good. So this line, anyways, sprays really well. That's my shit.
Awesome. Now, what is this? What's all this going on?
It's going on my. Let's see. Here's the part. It's going on my Kotobukiya custom for Zach's Kotobukiya thing. So here's a little piece of leg armor from that I modified and scaled around with. So I'll be doing some military blue tones. Probably mute everything out with a little bit of lightness. So these are all coming out really opaque and vibrant, especially the mission models. This stuff is beautiful. But yeah, so that will go into some of this. I've got some punchy colors too, some of these lighter orangey rusty colors to do some accents with, and then I'm going to do everything chipped out, of course, and then oil resin mold. So
very cool. Now, for those of you that haven't tried these models, or these paints, I should say, Brian, how's the durability on these things that you're spraying?
Well, let's find out. I just sprayed them.
There we go. Yeah.
Just do a little scratch test on these. So this is the ammo by MIG. I'm just, as you can see, I'm there. It takes me breaking the end of the skewer to mark the paint. And I just sprayed this 5 minutes ago, so that's pretty good. I would say. And then I'll just do another scratch test here on a similar. This is like Sooner spray. This is the mission models. This is marking, but I mean, obviously, I just painted it on there. So the durability on the ammo paint seemed to be pretty good. I've never used the mission models before, but fan favorite Mike Rinaldi uses them, and so I thought I'd give them a try. You know,
they're manufactured by Createx.
What's that?
They're manufactured by Createx.
Mission models is by Createx as well. No shit.
Yeah, when I spoke to them and got all those paints they sent me, they also sent me a bunch of mission models paints because
Cool. Now, Brian, what do you I see you have some Mr. Leveling thinner over to the side. Is that what you're using to thin everything with, or what do you?
No.
What else
I
are you
use
using?
a mix. The MIG and actually the mission models doesn't want to go with a butyl. So like I was using some of this performance reducer. This works really well with the MIG one-shot primer.
Okay.
And then this is just a it says right on it a butoxyethanol. That is some of that is in Mr. Leveling Thinner. This I just basically use for general cleaning. If I need to clean out my brush for any reason, something's stuck in there. But I thinned everything basically with just water. I got one of these squeezy tubes from Uline. And mostly, oh shit, I just split it.
Whoops.
That's all right. Yeah, mostly I just thin with water if I can. I really only spray acrylic. If I'm doing some like metallics, I'll fuck around with the leveling thinner. If I'm doing some, obviously Mr. Color or whatever. I don't really use Tamiya or anything. So.
Gotcha. Well, very cool. Very cool. I mean, that durability, I mean, for acrylic especially, it seems pretty good.
Yeah, the MIG is actually really good. If you let the primer dry, MIG actually is really nice. The only thing that I have about MIG is that it is a really flat tone. They tend to be really opaque, and they just really like spray as is. You don't get like a lot of fade and opacity. Like these ones, these Createx colors, these bloodlines, these you can really, they're a little bit thin to begin with. but you can also add just a touch of water to them, and they go almost kind of semi-transparent. So you can build up layers and get that like richness of tone, highlight, shade, that kind of stuff, without really just like blowing a blob of color.
Gotcha. Very cool. Very cool. Well, hey, for those of you guys that need information about acrylic, then acrylic paints, then that's some good info right there. Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah, anybody can hit me up anytime. I'm down with the DMs, yo.
Slide into the DMs, huh?
Yeah, come on in. I'm open, baby.
Wow. Alrighty then. Good segue. Good segue. All right. So thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, brother. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. Let's go to Angel. Angel, what do you got going on there, buddy? It looks like you're working with a lot of plastic and stuff.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm still working on this cycle conversion for the mega size Gundam.
Okay.
So I didn't like the way the legs were coming out, so I just scrapped them. I took all the work I did on them, I just got rid of it, and then started reworking them. So right now I'm just kind of working on the calf part here. Gonna try to build it back up so I can add it to right here. Then I gotta start making the internals here again because I lengthened it quite a bit here. So got all that going. This is probably like the only part that I have done. The upper thigh part. So, but yeah, as long as this comes out okay, this should go pretty fast, and I can be done with the legs. I got the feet here because if people, whoever knows me, knows that the feet always come first with me.
Now, why? Now, explain to everybody, why is that?
I like building from the feet up, just so that when you're putting it together, it's just not a torso hanging out there. It's like you're building up until you get like the whole thing.
Or OCD.
I also hate building legs, so it helps to get rid of them first.
So that's what I got going on. Just kind of working up on building up the calves for this now. And yeah, that's about it. Tomorrow we have our monthly build gathering.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna be working on
My flight leaves.
Drinking a lot.
We're working on drinking a lot. I don't know about this time. I drank a lot last weekend.
Nice. Hey, do me a favor. Show that upper leg one more time, because we just kind of got a glimpse of it.
Oh shit!
A model leg.
So this is the HG.
I think he meant your upper leg.
Yeah, I just want to see your actual leg.
That's what I was thinking. Let's show a little bit of thigh.
I mean, we are clothing optional. Hey, geez, now. We're clothing optional, but not X-rated. Come on. Whoa, Nelly.
So, yeah, there's the other one I still gotta fix because I noticed that this has a little notch in here, and I was building it just to square it off. So I noticed that there's a notch. So this one I did it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of that, and then work from there.
Nice. Now, those upper legs, those are scratch built, right? Or are those modified from something else?
It's modified from the mega size.
From the mega size. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I just
Nice.
cut into it here, and then I had to add a putty in here because there's like a round part because there's on the ankles, not the ankles, but the knee part. There's a round bit there.
Right.
So it goes around it. So I had to add the putty in there. Get it into shape.
Very cool. Very cool. What kind of what putty did you use, just for those playing at home?
I've been experimenting with a bunch of different things, but this I've been using Magicult,
Okay.
and then kind of took Clem's I used Bondo for some other bigger areas. But that thing just smells up my house, so I gotta wait till like the daytime and do it outside.
Nice.
Bondo smells fantastic.
So you were referring to Clem when you were saying it smelled up your house, right?
What's that?
You're
I was referring to Clem.
That's
Yeah,
not
it
very
smells like
nice.
dumplings and cabbage.
Ouch.
Comes
Dumplings
over.
and cabbage. Jeez.
Damn,
That's the
jeez,
only
bro.
way we get your wife over here is dumpling and cabbages, all right?
Wow.
So I'm just
Go
gonna
to
tomorrow
upside down.
at the gathering. I'm gonna take the Bondo and do it at his house.
There you go.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Make it smell over there.
No. What he's going to do is he's going to sit at one end of the table. I'm going to sit at the other end of the table, and we're just going to both do Bondo. And,
Oh,
Yeah,
and
just
everyone's gonna get- everyone's
everybody
gonna
else
die.
in between us.
yeah. Just fumigate the whole house. Nice. That's awesome. Now, Clem, the Bondo that you were using, just real quick, I have a question about it. That was, is that like the ready mix, or is that the stuff that you have to add catalyst to?
No, you have to add catalyst. So
Okay.
I don't know if you're
Okay.
switching over my camera or not, but I can show you what the catalyst looks like.
I have
Yeah, let me,
Yeah, this is standard. You guys might think
Yes.
I'm weird, but I really like Bondo.
Bondo's
I mean,
nice. I love working with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's polyester putty, so I mean, it's
You need it to smell.
shit that the Japanese builders have been using it for years.
I mean, if you guys have ever used like Mori Mori or Tamiya, polyester putty, it's the same stuff except a ton cheaper.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I actually told one of my builder friends to pick up the Bondo catalyst because his catalyst for his Mori Mori went out. And I haven't heard back, but he hasn't complained that it didn't work. So I'm thinking it probably worked because it's the same goddamn shit.
Because I go through Tamiya putty like crazy, doing like stippling and texture and all that shit. So if that
This
shit's
is-
cheaper, I'm about
This
to
is
get me a whole tub.
$12. This
Oh,
is
yeah, fuck yeah.
$12.
Shoot, can you put a link or something to exactly what you're using?
It's Bondo. Go to
Just-
Home Depot.
Oh, just literally just basic ass Bondo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just,
Oh, okay,
Basic
shit.
auto
I have some
body
in the
Bondo.
shed.
Just get a
Yeah.
tub of it and
Body
start
filler.
dipping your Gundams in.
there you go.
Please
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
do
The
that.
whole thing.
It's like straight up Walmart special Bondo.
This will get warm. Just a warning. This will get kind of warm, so this heats up decently. So if you're putting it over like very thin plastic, you might melt the shit out of it.
Whoops.
So thin layers of it will work better if you're going to do that and build up your layers.
Now, what's the density like once it's cured?
Um,
Kind of depends on the hardener, right?
yeah, but it's about as soft as it's actually softer than resin.
Okay.
So, but it's pretty heavy. So this chunk right here, put my scale up here, and this is just the bottom skirt of the dome, and a thin sheet of plastic, and that's about 100 grams.
Wow. Okay.
God damn.
So for you guys not working on that, that's 3.4 ounces.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's about 3 ounces or so. Jesus.
Yeah, it's not too heavy, but it can get pretty heavy.
I mean, that's heavy for a model part.
Yes.
So
But it's no heavier than like this in the resin chunk. If you
yeah,
have a solid resin chunk, that's probably going to be heavier than this.
yeah. So and for those guys that haven't tried it at that are watching, what's it sand like? How do you tool it down? Is it same as resin, plastic? How would you describe it?
So this
Resin?
sands like resin. It
Like resin,
sands very
okay.
quickly. Now, if I just sit here and sand like this, It's going to create a decent amount of dust, and it's going to sand down very quickly. So consistency is, you're looking at, a good comparison would probably be Milliput. Milliput consistency about the same once it cures. So it kind of feels like that, kind of clay-ish. So
Gotcha.
yeah, my problem with like this stuff, epoxy putty, is it's actually a lot harder to sand than this stuff. But
Right.
I mean, each has their own unique properties that are good for different situations.
Right. See, where I actually prefer the Tamiya epoxy putty because of the hardness, right? Because like when I'm sanding, especially if I'm reforming a piece or something like that, it's got about the same density as Tamiya or as Bandai plastic, so that's why I kind of prefer it. So you don't have that dip in the transition between putty and plastic.
Have you ever used this? Have you ever used this stuff?
You know what? You've told me about it. I've never used it though.
This stuff is awesome.
Yeah, you've shown me how to use it. At your house that one time back when I stayed with you for SGGMC, and it looks amazing.
Hey, you're not supposed to tell anyone about that. I mean, we were naked. I mean, sorry.
I mean, we slept in the same bed. There's nothing,
No
it wasn't
shaming.
a big deal. Yeah.
People
It's all
get it.
good. Just go get it. It was completely platonic.
Everybody else is going to expect that same kind of treatment from Clem.
Well, I've known Clem for a long time, so hey.
It's not been that long, damn it.
Oh, it's been long enough. Jesus. Anyway.
I know, right?
Oh man, yeah. Gundam.com, dude. Remember that?
Yeah. George on here remembers that.
Hell yeah, George remembers that. I think we're the only three left that remembers that.
Oh, that's
but
sad.
Anyway, hey, it is what it is. We're still having fun. But cool. Thank you for that, man. That's a good little resource for people that have never tried Bondo before. Cheap style resource right there.
Well ventilated area because this stuff reeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad smelling stuff. I mean, if you like sniffing lacquer paints, this is like 10 times worse.
Oh, yeah.
I like
just. Well, Freddie, you're a special case.
Not Freddie, I'm Brian, but still.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
You sound like Freddie.
Kind of sounds like
No,
that.
it's all good. Hey, great minds on the line.
I'll be honest, I thought it was Freddie too. Sorry, Brian.
I'm still muted.
Anytime, bro. We're good.
Oh man. Hey, speaking of Freddie, what are you working on there, buddy? What do we got?
All right,
what do we got going on?
I'm chopping up this Kshatriya binder. So it's going kind of damn stupid late. Okay, so I have it marked out of where I want to actually cut it because I'm breaking it up into different pieces. And this is basically going to transform into a leg. So I have some IBO kits that I'm using here. I'm basically going to transform these legs, just use the frame from them, and add it to the binder so that it has the same movement. This is basically going to be like a spider leg.
Okay.
So I'm going to use binder. I'm going to use these shoulder parts from the, I forgot what this is called again.
New Zeal.
New Zeal.
Yes.
And it's basically going to, just really roughly, it's going to look like this. So, and this section over here is going to have a bunch of different joints in it, and it's going to look like hopefully, one giant spider leg.
Okay.
But
Now,
this is going to...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this is going to require a lot of modification because this is, you put it together this way. This doesn't move at all. It's so old.
Yeah, that new Zeal or however it's pronounced is what, 80s? Not early 90s, maybe?
I have no idea. I just know there's a ton of mold like flashing on it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's before Bandai got their shit together.
Yeah.
So now
Luckily,
for those, go ahead.
Luckily, there's decent detail on it though.
Yeah, yeah. That's always a good thing. Now, for those that aren't familiar with what you're doing, what is this for?
So this is going to be for my GBWC build.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Is that thing
know,
with the
right?
stuff?
It's the thing with the stuff, and there's some models in it, I guess.
Oh, like Claudia Schiffer.
That's subjective.
Is this like a fire festival type ordeal, or what are we doing here?
Fire Festival.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Do we
Oh, man.
do we all get cheese sandwiches? Like,
Damn right.
Sliced bread and American cheese. Yep.
If it's about cheese, what's the G stand for?
what's
Grilled.
that?
Gouda.
Yeah.
Gouda? Goofy?
Goofy cheese.
Yo, Goofy
Nice.
Gouda?
Cheese.
I heard Ja Rule's gonna be there.
Oh,
He wants to do another fire festival.
Oh god.
It's totally not a scam this time, you guys. We promise.
Yeah, that guy's in jail.
He got all that Netflix money.
Oh my God. Anyway, so Freddie, what's the idea here? What are we doing? What describe it to people that haven't been following you.
Okay, so the whole idea, I'm gonna make a diorama. I started working on a custom Hugo last year, but never finished it, and I don't remember where I left it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's always fun when you open up Project Boss and you don't see the project in it. It's around somewhere. But yeah, basically I have it modified to look a lot more animalistic. So I gave it like, if you're familiar with the Hugo helmet, I added some teeth to it and I extended the back of it so it looks like it has ears. And, you know, it just overall looks a lot meaner, like more like savage. And so I used that as the basis, and I wanted to have it fighting something, you know, just something big and mean looking.
Okay.
I've been wanting to make, you know, a bigger project because up until now I've made like small dioramas and like high grade stuff. Never worked on anything really huge. So this would be the first really big project I've made. Yeah, this is all about pushing what I can do with this and see how far I can get.
Nice. So what is this going to be, like a wolf versus spider type ordeal? What are we looking for?
Yeah, kind of like a mammal creature going up against a spider, like insect looking thing.
Cool. Excellent.
So if I have enough time, I'm going to make smaller robots and just make it look like it's just destroying all of the, like it's just like kind of like locusts where they're just eating up all of the vegetation around it.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, just have it like a last stand type of thing.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, good stuff. Good stuff. So for those of you guys in the chat, you know, if you guys have questions, I know it looks like Bailey and Andrew are over there answering questions and all that. If you have questions, man, just throw them out here. If you have a question for somebody specific, put their name in caps, and we will make sure that it is asked on your behalf, and hopefully you'll get a good answer. But until that time rolls around, we're going to continue moving on here. Let's go over to Mike Wine. Mikey, what are you working on?
What I'm doing is, this is the original section here. Okay. Good.
That's a big booster.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, the original kit that I built years ago was a Hasegawa 148 Valkyrie. And this, by far, has a lot less detail than the Hasegawa kit, and I'm kind of trying to add some of those things to make this better than it probably should have been. So what I've done is, because I'm using the turret on the other side, I have an extra armor piece for the front. So I cut the doors out. And I'm building, basically fabricating boxes where missile pods will be inside here. I don't have an example to show you, so what I was trying to do is just cut some pieces out that I'm going to add inside. And then I have these extra bits from a master grade XS.
Okay.
And these will be used as the actual missile that will be visible from inside. Let's see, that's right there. So you'll be able to see the missile inside, ready for to be launched. Basically. Each one of these houses about 20 or 30 of those missile pods. So I'm just building the box that's going to go inside here. So give it some dimension. It doesn't look so plain. I mean, this is a nice piece, but it's just, I like to have, you see all that stuff. I've already pre-drilled the hole here. I'm going to add a millimeter hat, a straw hat, red LED there. And then in the back, there's a 5 millimeter flat LED is going to go there. And then this is the actual thruster nozzle. These are just ridiculously huge.
That is big.
Yeah, what I've got is these 20 millimeter LED lenses that I'm going to put inside here. And then there'll be probably an 8 millimeter or a 10 millimeter straw hat LED behind that to light it up. It's just trying to light up these big giant thruster bells. So there's a lot of modification going on, especially for the backpack mostly.
Nice.
This is the gun pod example.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's oohing and ahhing on YouTube for the weapons over there, so we wanted to see the gun and everything.
The other side here. Just slide in so you can see the third section.
Jeez, those are freaking huge.
That's insane.
Holy shit.
Dude, to quote Batman 1989, when Eckert was told, or when Gordon was told that Eckert was on the case, my God.
Yeah.
Here's just the the main body section of the.
Jeez.
Got my lights turned up pretty big, but.
Jesus Christ.
So where's this gonna sleep when you're done?
Oh, I have. It's funny.
You got another bedroom for it?
No. Some of my display cases, I'm going to clear off the top, and it's going to sit up there. But
charge it rent.
Yeah, this is the cockpit, and you can see the white bits in there. That's all extra detail that I added.
Oh, beautiful!
That's awesome.
That's
He's
awesome.
actually gonna hang it from his bedroom so he can look up at it.
Yeah. The
Oh,
back,
yeah.
This is behind the cockpit.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
There's really no detail at all. So what I did is I added, let me see if it'll focus. I added some photo etched. These are the air recirculators. And then there's a little aluminum vent there. So I've also got some copper. Some copper piping on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it's all painted, of course, that's going to look really, really nice. But it was boring with that extra detail. So I've also pre-drilled a bunch of holes for fiber optics that's going to go in to light up the cockpit. And then I'm also going to backlight the console because there's a nice clear glass piece that goes in the cockpit console. So I've actually tried to find some images that I can print a decal for and actually backlight it with a clear decal. So that's what I'm shooting for. It's going to be a little bit
Nice.
That's wild.
So that's what I've done mostly. I'm not really need to modify much else. I am going to put some LEDs in here. There's some thrusters inside the bottom of the feet. So all those are going to look let's see what else.
Now, Mike, are you putting fiber in this thing?
Yeah, just in the cockpit. I think that's
Okay.
I need it because of the small buttons and stuff. I wanted to have it big enough. it's big enough to have everything kind of lit up. I'll just briefly put this back together so I can show you the whole nose cone section alone is almost 12 inches.
Jeez.
And if you put this together, just this piece alone,
That's insane.
like 11 and a half inches from the back. And then this slides right in there.
Good land to the launchiness.
There we go.
Jesus.
Look at that thing. That's crazy, you guys.
Love it.
Is the canopy gonna open
That
automatically?
No. It was only a matter of time for one of those buttons to roll out. Now, they made a really interesting piece. They actually have the canopy in 4 pieces. The bar that kind of goes over the top of the cockpit is a separate piece, and then there's 2 separate pieces of glass that go in the front and the back. So here's the pilot. It's kind of chilling in a bag here. Pilot was done really good. I'm
Jeez.
going to be painting this in the coverage colors, which will be red and black, instead of focus colors of yellow and black. And I've also, hang on 1 second here.
Now, have you estimated how much paint this thing's going to take?
Okay, real quick. A buddy of mine, actually, I won't mention his name because he doesn't want the publicity. No, he doesn't want people to know who's doing this for me.
Oh, right.
But he's actually printed some of the decals. So I'm going to test these out. I've got some clear I've got to put over them.
Good God, man.
So I'm using water slides because this it came with stickers.
Forgive my heavy breathing.
So I got a couple of test sheets, and they're virtually identical. You get
Oh, boy.
the scale was almost perfect from what I sent to him. These skulls, he reproduced them from scratch. I don't know how he did it, but they're just outstanding.
Look at that.
That's pretty.
Yes.
So these are his test sheets, and he says, I got some bad news, good news and bad news. He says, the good news is I can print your decals. The bad news is I can print your decals. he knows he's going to be busy, so test these out. It may be kind of hard with such a large decal to slide it. In the end, what I may end up having him do is just print the logos first and the logos and the warnings. I can paint the rest of the stuff, black lines and all that straight up. The straight edges are easy.
Yeah.
If I need to, I'll just get these warning decals done, and then this, the paper airplane.
The emblem.
Yeah, the logos rather than the whole giant long that I have to try to
Now,
put into place.
one question I do have, Mike, is when you go to apply these decals, you're probably going to need like an empty cake dish to put those damn things in, so it releases off the backing paper.
I haven't actually thought of that problem yet. I'm waiting for some. A friend of mine is going to let me borrow some of his clear decal spray.
Right.
Clear coating because they're basically printed straight on the paper and the ink is thin, so I won't be able to go as they are. One of the other things I did too was I actually took one of my. This is the instruction booklet for 148 because I wanted to see all the details that were missed on this kit that I could try to add. I'm using that as
Hey,
well.
Mike, for those decals, you can spray a clear gloss, lacquer gloss over it.
Yeah.
That should help seal in those ink.
Yeah, I was going to use some Mr. Color, but there's actually a spray that's designed for it. I'm going to try that first. I have a couple of sheets.
Okay.
I can play around with it.
Cool.
Use that first, and then it's a tester's product. So if that doesn't work, then I'll try the Mr. Color stuff.
Oh, I don't trust testers.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I have a couple of sheets. So.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy.
And I can cut them up and try, do one at a time and see if it works.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks testers is a dirty word,
It's a
Yeah.
filthy
Yeah.
word.
You
It
know,
shouldn't be spoken.
right?
I feel
I
dirty
only
just hearing
use
it.
I only use very limited tester products, and mostly it's just their enamels for doing washes and stuff like that.
Right.
But, I
I
don't.
mean, this is a product of building models as a child. God, that stuff was awful.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
bro.
yeah, it was.
Hell yeah. I used to thin that shit with gasoline, bro.
What?
Oh,
I still thin it with gasoline.
Yeah.
oh my
I
god.
mean, technically, it is. It is flammable gasoline.
There you go. Yeah.
Oops.
Nice. Nice.
That's what we're using. This is the part of the backpack here that the boosters actually slide onto. Another thing that I had to do, I'll show you. So there's three thruster nozzles back here. Those are going to be lit as well. Also, this was kind of tethered by my headphones. This is the folded, obviously the folded fin section that goes in the backpack. They molded this in one piece, and this was a giant open hole.
What?
Yeah, this kind of, you can kind of see the diamonds.
Yeah.
That was a giant open hole, and you could see literally. If I put this on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This goes on.
So they gave it the high grade treatment, is what you're saying, Mike.
Yeah, that's really, really horrible. So this is
See it inside.
goes on, and you can see right through
Yeah, you
that.
can see it right through the gap. Look at that.
Yeah.
So
That's insane.
that was just ridiculously unacceptable. I also
Insane.
went in and I scribed out some of this plastic to kind of separate the fins from each other and give it a little bit of depth. I'm going to have to black that out, obviously, to try to make it look decent. But I filled it in with a piece of plot plate stacked up because it's actually molded at an angle, so it's more shallow at this end than it is at this end.
Oh, jeez.
I had to kind of place a piece in there, and I already primed it once, and now I'm in my second set of priming and sanding to get it smooth, and then I rescribed all these lines and drilled all of it.
Jason.
Crazy.
I mean, it has its pluses.
Insane.
The kit has its pluses, but it could have been better. Yeah, but it'll be nice when I'm done.
Oh, absolutely.
Now this is the Gerwalk, right? Or
Yes.
this?
That
Okay.
is that is
They
the question
actually-
I was going to ask. Right
Yeah,
on.
they just tweeted actually. Max Watanabe just tweeted a picture of the fighter. That's going to be.
I know, right?
It does have the armor too, so it's in. Super.
But do you remember love?
I was just gonna ask that question.
Nice.
This, I don't know. But after 6 days, everybody's been asking me, "Are you going to buy that one too?" I'm like, "Yeah, nah, probably not." Not after seeing this, because I imagine the quality is probably going to be very, very similar.
Probably, yeah.
There's just so many St. Marks. And this is all putty.
Let me turn my mic down a bit.
It's like building a real model.
All this is putty. I mean, yeah, this is all
Hey.
Can you guys hear my hood?
Oh, yeah. Not in a bad way, though.
You're good.
Like, is it too loud?
Are you getting robbed?
Sounds like it's just apologizing.
I know.
I'll take that as it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another thing I did here. She posted some pictures of these the other day. Let's see, right in it. Show you this here. The back of these boosters is pretty plain too. There's no framework detail or anything back here. It's just smooth, boring plastic. And then you put one of these. This fits in like this. You've got the thruster bell. Okay. So, right. what I did is I cut. Let me put these in real quick if I'm fast enough at it here. Let's see if this goes. Okay. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And go in bottom here. So as these stack up, there's another piece in the back.
Nice.
So once these are obviously painted and everything, it's going to look a lot nicer.
That'll be some nice reinforced detail.
Yeah, it'll look more realistic rather. Because and also another thing they didn't include was there's a thruster nozzle here on the outer. And there's two here.
Yeah.
There's no piping going to it.
Oh.
So the Hasagawa kit actually has a nice little set of pipes going to it. So I actually cut a piece of the runner. This is one of the runners. This is actually one of the smaller pieces. Some of the runners were like tree branches. So I actually cut a piece out and shaped it so it fit. It's kind of hard for me to do this, but it's going to fit in there so it looks like an actual pipe going to it, and I'll dress that up too. Here's the other piece that goes on this side that fits in nicely. All this stuff will go in and make a nice, finish it off quite nicely.
Very cool.
Love that. Did you hand cut all those parts?
Yeah, I actually used masking tape. I taped it off first, and then I just kind of cut it out to use as a template. And I just peeled the tape and stuck it on my plot plate. Cut it out.
Right
Nice.
on. That is admirable.
It's some pretty thin stuff. It's like 0.5 mil stuff, so it's really easy to cut.
Still.
And then, so I got a piece for everything. There's another one there. One that goes way in the back. Everything's kind of falling. But anyway, it'll all kind of finish off that whole boring section.
Very cool.
Yeah. Again, it could have been better. They could have added details, but like Dan said, it seems like the size of this kit is a gimmick, and the details were kind of overlooked. So,
Yeah.
it's like it's so big and awesome, but the stuff that I'm spoiled with after building a 148 Java is just, it's just so nice.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta consider if they were to add more details to this kit, it would have increased the price exponentially. So
It's already like $400 or $500, right?
something like that.
I
Yeah.
was watching on eBay, and there was a price drop, and it dropped to $396 shipped, and I snapped it up at that point.
Yeah.
So I paid less than a lot of people have been paying. In fact, there's another guy here in Washington who had a friend in Japan get it for him and had it sent to his house, and now they're saying it's too big to ship over here.
Oh,
So he paid for this kit, and now he can't get it in the U.S. He can't figure out how to do it. So I told him, I said, well, maybe they can unbox it and cut the runners down, to try to ship it. It's the only way, and then well, I really want the box, because the box is really nice. The shipping box is very nice. It's one of the best. I mean, I'll use it for.
you can
Yeah,
fit a fridge in that box.
Get a coffee table.
It's really nice. The artwork on it is really, really cool. So for a big box, it's like, so yeah,
Nice.
It's nice. It'll come together.
Well, it looks like you still got a lot of work to go, man.
Yeah, it's just anytime especially when you add lighting and stuff like that, I have to re-engineer how it goes together. So I can't just instructions because I've got to run wiring and LEDs and all that stuff. Same with the
Nice.
148. But almost
Well,
getting there. I mean,
good luck with this thing, man. You're gonna need it.
thanks. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, so let's go over to Scotty. Scotty, what do we got going on here? Man?
I switched from Warhammer, and I'm painting a Zaku Exceed head.
Okay.
Guilt is real.
What? I can't wait. I actually got a one of the. You know how they had little custom parts from Japan? You can add little details and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I was able to get an LED eye for it.
Oh wow.
This one I'm actually going to be painting all in chameleon colors. I use these. Let's see if I can find the one I'm actually going to use. Oh, I got so many of them. I don't know if you saw it the other day. Actually, was it this morning? Oh, there's pinky blue. Nope. Where is it? This one. Solar Anomaly. Pull it that way. From Green Stuff World, this stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
These color shifts, you can put it on gloss black and it makes the actual like chameleon color, or you put it on white and it's a pearl, or you put it on a green, or you put it on like one of the colors that's on the spectrum, and it makes an accent and then gives it a pearl. These are beautiful. I love them. So I'll be able to show you what these look like later. Once I get some black down, I'll be able to show you what these look like. And on top of it,
what kind of paint is that? Is that acrylic, lacquer? What is
acrylic?
Acrylic. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was also thinking if I wasn't to do the chameleon tonight, I have a bunch of these templates from Fallout Hobbies. It's airbrush stencils. I know you can't really see them, but this one's like a magma stone. It's like a kind of weird dragon skin. This one's a digital camo. If I pull them out, you'd see it perfectly. Then I got another digital camo.
Oh, whip it out. Whip it out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Traditional camo. An inverse hexagon. And I used this one before. It's just the regular hexagon thing. These are great. They're like $10 each from Fallout Hobbies.
Dude, I'm bookmarking that right now.
And they're reusable vinyl stickers. Really
Nice. Yeah, I was going to ask if those are a one-time use or if they're reusable. But hell, if they're reusable, that's
right?
Crazy.
And then if it loses its stickiness, you just tape it.
Yeah.
So I found those. I was all over them. I bought a bunch of them. I'm excited to really take full advantage of them.
And was that actually mixing myself a drink? Was that a stencil you were using?
I will be using it.
Okay.
I just haven't decided which one I'm going to use.
I bought some knives from Canada at one point. They were called Blue Bot.
Oh, bro.
I have to check your
Yo, chat, if you guys get a chance, go check this clip out. This is fucking intense.
What's that?
Yeah, this is sex in a campground, man. This is fucking intense.
What, the Fallout
Yeah.
Hobbies site? Yeah.
Yeah,
they're crazy with the Warhammer stuff, but there's been a lot of people using their stuff on Gundams.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing all applications here. This is amazing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm excited to use. I got like all 3 sets of this Green Stuff World chameleon. There's 18 colors in total, and each one of them I've been very happy with. If you're looking for a really simple, easy to use chameleon, this stuff is amazing.
Now, where did you pick those up?
You can order them from Green Stuff World.
Okay.
Or if you have any stores that are really focused on Warhammer, but they're not a Games Workshop, and say they sell Army Painter, and that you have a chance of finding this stuff because they're gonna sell Green Stuff products anyways, like the Green Stuff putty. There's some rolling pin templates for bases that they sell. If they sell that stuff, you have a chance of finding this stuff in their store.
Okay.
And
is it pre-thinned?
You put it right in the bottle, yeah, right in the cup, pre-thinned. And it's $52 Canadian for 6. little on the expensive side, but for what it is, it's absolutely beautiful, and you don't need a whole lot. And you just apply thin, like really thin coats of it to get the full effect.
Okay.
Converse
So-
to that, have you guys ever tried using pearl powders and just mixing that into whatever paints you guys have?
I wanted to. That was what I was originally going to do until I found these guys.
Okay.
So no, not pearl powders, but I have used the Wicked Acrylics pearlescent paints, and with
Oh,
mixed
those.
results because they're fucking old, and I don't want to get into it.
Oh.
But I was able to enhance my pearl white with golden iridescent silver. Because it's like semi-transparent, has like a minimum light fastness, kind of like a low body acrylic, but it mixed well with that shit and made it shine. I used that on the Roadie custom. If you guys know what that is.
Let me. I did ones I could hit with this stuff, but I'll show you what it looks like.
Yes.
Brian, how's the pigment size on Wicked
Sideways
pigments?
It's a little bit big.
Yeah.
I was blowing it through an 050, and then I dented my cup, and that's why I don't want to go into it.
That's cool.
This one.
Oh
This
shit!
paint-
Look at this.
There we go. This paint was
Glad to go.
Copper Nebula is what this is, and this one's Psychotic Illusion. And then I did the eye in it's called Cobalt Blue.
Oh wow,
And
that eye
awesome.
looks good.
and
Yeah.
the gold is
Good.
Burning Gold.
Nice.
Yeah, Burning Gold. And
That
these are
Nebula
all
paint
their colors.
Solid.
But this is so cool.
The
I
single
showed-
application though, doesn't require multiple layers. It's just one color that does that.
So this is on gloss black, and then like you put as many layers until you feel comfortable with what it looks like.
Okay,
I
so
think-
a gloss black base, that makes sense. But
Yeah, I
Is
think
there-
this is. I
there's
think I
not
did 4
color
layers on
out
this
of
one.
one color out of the
No,
drawing.
this is right on black.
That's
Um,
great.
the one I'm doing now, I'm gonna try it on a color, or maybe just white. So I want to see I haven't done the pearl effect yet, and I really want to do that.
I'll have to redo my turn X.
Yeah.
With a green or something.
Now, Scott, is that matted or is that just kind of flat right out of the bottle?
I did put a gloss top coat on it.
Okay.
Maybe put another on it. It feels a little on the rough side, but it could be because it's acrylic.
Right.
It's not super shiny. It's not
But
super
it's-
reflective, but
But it is. It's nice. It has that nice. It does have a nice reflective to it.
Yeah. No, I dig the look because it's kind of like a satinish look
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
through the camera,
Yeah.
and I really like it actually.
It'd be dope if it kept that satin, even though if you've got like a high sheen on the top
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be crazy. Like an automotive.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
I'm
nice.
totally loving this stuff. That's why I was so excited to see Set 3 come out. And in the store, my wife yelled at me because I spent more money than I was supposed to. But it
You
was
went
worth
over
it.
your allowance, huh?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I'm back in college, so I kind of do have an allowance.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
I thought you almost said you're back in high school.
I almost said that.
Fucking Happy Gilmore over here. Or no, Billy Madison.
Yeah. Right. Good stuff.
Yeah, congratulations.
Nice.
That's what I'm now doing. Yeah.
Cool stuff. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, let's go over to Joel. Joel, what are we working on, buddy?
Oh shit! How's it going?
Oh, hey.
Hey everybody.
His
Welcome to the
response
stream.
everything, oh, shit.
My name's
And
Sean
we're done.
And, that's it. You get GMC. No, I'm working on these little mini Star Wars kits. I'm doing the A-wing now. Just gonna be snapping them tonight, and then tomorrow gonna be painting them. These are gonna be for the IPMS Star Wars category in Richmond. So I've got to get cracking on them. But they're super, super Let's see if I can show you guys. These things are insanely detailed for how small they actually are.
Yeah, I was impressed with the 144 snow speeders.
Oh yeah, those are
Amazing. I used
that'd
one
be-
in a diorama with the AT-AT.
yeah, these things are
Oh,
stupid
wow.
detailed. I mean, I think this cost me a whole $4 or $5 for them.
Jeez.
And you get two. You actually get two in there, so it's pretty dope. These are going to be on a little vignette. Just one kind of landed, and then one just kind of rusted out and destroyed. They do in this line. They have what's the other one they have? Where's the other box? They have the X-wing, and then they have the Millennium Falcon, and then I think they have the Star Destroyer.
Is it smaller than 144?
Oh yeah, these things are tiny.
It looks like
Super small.
144. It might actually be 144.
Yeah, I don't have the like high gradish size ones with me, but
Well, like the snow speeder I was talking about, when I bought the special set, it came with a 172 speeder and a 144 speeder, and I'm pretty sure it's the same size. Well,
Yeah.
those are the little numbered kits like 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 0, 2, those kits.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're 144.
One
Don't
for
say it,
cool.
but
Yeah, I didn't find. I was trying to find the scale on here earlier when I was building it, but yeah, it's the same ones that come with the bonus kits.
those are really cool.
They're a lot of fun too. I mean, this is gonna be based airbrushed with off white and then doing black and grays to do like a black sun variant of the A-wing. But there's gonna be a lot of hand painting that needs to be done just because there's so many details, and it'd be a shame not to really bring them out with that. But yeah, that's what I'm working on, and then just doing other stuff on the side with my computer. That's about it.
Cool. Now, what are those nippers down near the bottom of your camera?
Oh shit! Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is John. I'm selling Billy Mays, another fantastic product. So these right here, I'll throw these in the trash. These are my Pro Zeta nippers from Volks USA. No, these are the USA Gundam Store nippers. I did the product photography for Adam for these, and I got to test them out. They're great. They're really good. I think they're $36 right now. They're available for pre-order. They'll be shipping out towards the end of the month. These are really good premium secondary nippers. Designed and made from the
single blade anvil style.
Fires of Mount Doom.
They were forged in the fires of Mount Doom. I mean they were actually forged in the fires of Japan by the lovely people at God Hands. This is an improvement on the 5.0s.
I was going to say, they look like a single blade anvil style cutter.
Yep. This is the first U.S. made distributed, version of these that was made in intention to sell to a U.S. market.
USA Gundam Store, you said?
Yep, USA Gundam Store should be on the front page, I think, underneath the pre-order section. So for $36, I would say I've used the Blue Handle 5.0s. For $36, this beats them hands down.
Damn.
Blue Handle.
They're just amazing. Again, they're secondary cutters. They're not meant for, especially large kits like Michael's doing, because fuck that shit.
You don't think I did with my God Hands?
Yeah, no, you did the whole entire kit with that.
I used a pair of head trimmers.
They're just whoop up.
Yeah.
No, they're great. So far, so good. I don't really build too many like master grades and stuff like that, so I can't speak on that. But for SDs, high grades, and then like small stuff like these Star Wars kits, it's perfect. I mean, I can actually it's been cutting down my sanding and filing just amazingly. So the big thing was just make sure if you do get these when they ship out is to adjust the screw in there. Just so that way, when these are fully closed, your blades aren't touching. That's how everyone pretty much breaks their God Hands. Is that
I noticed that too. Even adjustment.
Well, it's on their website. in the instructions they have like, hey, get this, adjust the screw, make sure they don't touch, don't cut full runners with them, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, but
And
who reads?
no one reads. Yeah, no one reads. And then they
Just look at
post it.
pictures, man.
Yeah, they posted. I broke my god hands. They're terrible, terrible.
Got to green sense.
It's like reading is fundamental, and you should, the Google Translate exists, so there's no excuse. But yeah, no, these are great. Get them, $36. You can True Gunpla 10, get 10% off. That's a pretty good deal, I would say.
I think they've got a now 15 going right now.
Yeah. So yeah, they're good stuff. I like
Or
them.
whatever.
I'm gonna plug the Volks ones too because I love these things as like primary just because of this grip right here. It's just I don't know. It's old man status, so my hands don't fall apart. It's really good stuff.
That nubby grip, huh?
That nummy rubber grip, yummy, tasty, boys.
Nice.
Bailey, give it to me. You know what? Actually, we're recording our podcast Sunday, so Bailey, you can try them out then.
There you go. Nice.
There you go, man.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you, Joel. Appreciate that, man.
No problem.
Need to get me a pair of those.
Yeah, I might order a pair tonight.
Nice. Very cool. Hey, Justin, are you still with us, or are you just like?
Just say, is he still here?
I know.
I'm researching. I'm working on this.
Researching.
Building this tiny little heat sink.
Oh, that's my shit.
But yeah, this is what I've got so far. These little strivey lines all over the place.
Oh, is it the
Strivey
shoe?
lines.
Not to show up Michael Wine or anybody else with their little builds.
A little build.
But yeah, so this is like my first real go at like properly striving and stuff like that.
Looks amazing so far. Mike.
So I did some striving around the skirts and then some plot plate detail to kind of have like that. You take some detail away, you put some detail on. I'm trying to work that around the whole kit, and right now I'm waiting for the glue to dry on the cockpit thing so I can sand that all off and figure out what I want to do next.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. So where's it? Let's see this heat sink that you had.
Let me get my tweezers. There you go.
Teeny tiny.
Pull it back just a bit.
Go back.
Yeah. It's just not focusing. Oh well.
Hold on.
Oh, there you are now.
Oh shit, that's tiny.
Look at you.
That's dope.
What's the thickness that you're working with?
You think I know that, man? I just reach in the drawer and grab something that it feels right.
It just feels right. Let's go with that.
It's got a little flex.
Oh yeah.
If the thickness feels right.
It just it feels right. Just feels right.
As your caliper battery died, so got nothing.
Oh man. We'll be taking up collections for Justin's battery supply for his calipers. If anybody wants to donate, just go over to Justinian's Builds.
What's nice is I work in the auto industry, so I have that stuff at work. I just go in, I need a battery.
Oh man,
I'm a micrometer, and they just give me one over the counter.
The old analog,
The analog, right? Nice.
Yeah.
For those that still know how to read numbers. Oh my God.
Cool. Well, good stuff there, Justin.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm doing stuff.
You're doing stuff.
Oh,
Believe it or not, everybody, he's doing stuff.
Oh,
I'm really doing it, guys.
I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. It's like a kid riding. It's like a kid riding their bike for the first time. Look, Mom, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
and then he slams into a mailbox.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
That's the story of my life.
Oh man, oh man. Very cool. All right, so let's just pull back. We're just gonna hop around everybody. Anybody who wants to talk, just go ahead and show off your shit. So there's my desk here, real quick. You know what? Let me show mine just to show you
Oh wow.
what I'm
Hold
working
on.
with here.
Simmer down.
So-
better zoom in. Get the wide angle lens.
Because we all know, right?
Now, Mike, you said we needed a wide angle lens to get the full width of it, of what I'm working with. So
Would you say the girth of what you're working
I
with?
would say that's kind of a compliment. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, buddy. Anyway, good old potty humor everybody loves. So for those of you guys that have watched me work on this thing, this is the shield for the Zaku 2 that I'm working on, and it's coming together rather well, I think. The other night on the live stream, we did these kind of reinforcement little strips down here, and those are looking pretty good. We got the ones on the top all installed, and I don't even know if this is going to focus or not. Probably not. No, it's not going to focus. But we got them on the back side. You can see there from the shadow, and that's all basically just holding this this missile pod here on the side. Looking pretty damn good so far. So
Pretty precise fit.
yeah, I mean, it just pops on and pops off. That aligns it rather well. And then we got the same thing going on here on the opposite side. And now I'm just kind of going through and, installing those little strips. And then, once these are cured and ready to go, those will be sounded down to little triangles, kind of like these. So, yeah, that'll be blended in nicely, and it'll give that kind of heavy-duty, bracketed kind of look to it. So that's kind of what I'm going for, and so far I'm very, very happy with it. So, but that's what I'm working on. So we're gonna keep going around everybody else here. Let's see. Let's go back to Clem. Clem, what do we got here? What do we got going on? What are you doing?
Working on a dome. This barrage kit I've been working on. Right now, just working on extending the side skirts.
Okay.
So what I did was I had cut these off the original skirt. You can see that where it's glued together. And I just trimmed this part so that when this fits together, hopefully, well, let's use the part that's glued. So again, this has been cleared off so that when I attach this here and do this, that actually fits in there, the little missile pods.
Nice.
So hooray! Now, once I glue this together, and I'm gonna add more strips, add a little structure, and breathe in a lot of Bondo fumes and piss off my wife.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's the goal.
I like how all that slots together. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Man, and Angel is just having some major technical difficulties, it seems. Angel, you back?
Yeah.
There he is. You okay there? Technical difficulties?
Gotta think about that.
Yeah,
It's
think about that
raining
question.
pretty
for a second.
hard. So California
Yeah.
doesn't know how to deal with rain, so our network's going out.
Oh, really? Wow, okay.
That's my best guess.
Fun times.
What did I miss?
Oh, nothing. We were just making round robins and seeing what everybody was working on. So,
Oh, and it's back to me now. Shit.
yeah, well, sorry.
I spent the last 10 minutes trying to get back on the stream.
All good.
Was it worth it?
Yes.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Fair enough. We can come back to you. Not a problem.
No, no, I'm
Let's,
just gonna
huh?
I'm gonna get back to working on building up these calf parts. So I'm just gonna make the basic structure of it, and then fill it in with as much styrene as I can, and then just kind of go over it with a putty, just to give it something I can sand to a nice shape that I want it in.
Gotcha.
So
Fun.
yeah, don't want to use too much putty, so I'm just gonna kind of fill it in with as much styrene as I can.
There you go. Cool deal.
What's cheaper, styrene or putty?
What's that?
What's cheaper, styrene or putty? Well,
I don't
depends
know.
on
I'm just
putty
using
you use, right?
I'm just using scraps.
See, even
Yeah.
better. That's what I'm doing. Too.
Remember, you're talking to someone
Scraps.
who uses leveling thinner to clean out his airbrush.
Hey,
Well, someone has money. I'm not going to argue with that. So
doesn't take very much.
Nice. Let's check in with Freddie. Freddie,
Hey,
hi
so
there.
I'm still trying to break apart these binders here. Almost done. The first part.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what's the plan once you get this thing off there?
okay, so the plan is once I actually break this apart, I'm gonna use where did I put that leg? I have some IBO kits that I'm gonna repurpose the legs and just use them as joints
Yes.
for these. So it'll turn out looking like a spider leg and hopefully articulates like a spider leg as well. So the most annoying part, breaking everything apart, that's where I'm at right now. So I was muted for a while there because I had to basically drill holes into this.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just drilling holes and kind of perforating it, huh?
Yep. So yeah, I got the first part separated here.
Now you got
There's
it.
a ton of cleanup, but oh well. So originally I was thinking cutting it into 4 different parts, but then halfway through, I was wondering, okay, this isn't going to be supported by anything, so shit, messed up. So I'm just going to make it 3 parts and hopefully it all works.
Gotcha.
Yeah, here's a comparison with the old fighter.
Now let me ask you, how long did it take to separate those parts?
An hour? Oh shit, more than an hour.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I
quick,
switched
okay.
over to a Dremel just to speed the process up because it was taking way too long.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
have you ever considered using either like a chisel to try and cut it through, or maybe even just a back of a blade?
I've been switching back and forth between that, just using a blade, trying to get it started. Like that works really well on the edges here.
Mm-hmm.
Like these parts I just scored and then I just snapped off. If you want
Yeah.
to compare that to the original, where it's a lot more round.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's right now I'm just testing it out, see how it looks like, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up breaking this off even more, like modifying it even more, because the binders how they are right now, you know, they're huge. They're really, really wide.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't gonna exactly work out too well for legs. So I'm gonna probably end up breaking off a lot of this. But that's the fun part. Just don't have an exact plan. Just go in, start cutting stuff up, and see how it looks.
Just kind of freeballing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Once
Nice.
I nail that down on the first leg, then the rest of the 3 should be okay.
Very
But I
cool.
might just end up just resin casting this because in case this is like a lot of work, it annoys me.
Nice.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
I know,
Right.
right?
Right.
So now this is
Laziness
for
at its finest.
what's that?
Laziness at its finest.
Exactly. I learned it from Clem.
I learned it from watching
I
you.
learned it from you, okay?
Exactly. Jesus. Glad I'm not the only one that remembers that shit. Jesus. Now, This is for GBWC. Who else is entering GBWC?
Possibly.
Anybody?
No,
I am.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm not sure. I might do
Nope.
online, maybe.
Mike, you don't have time to enter GBWC. You got that big ass Gerwalk to work
Oh,
on.
he's entering the Durlock. He's gonna glue some Bandai parts to it and say, "Ta-da!"
Just
What
put
do
a
you think
Bandai dry
Bandai
rub on it.
It stands for Gerwalk.
Yeah. Nice.
Last time somebody used Pro part or they got DQ'd, so
Yeah, well, that's a completely different story, though.
right?
I think I don't know. I'm using whatever I damn well please, and if they want to DQ me, then they can go right ahead.
yeah,
It's a
I'm not
marketing
too concerned with
contest.
winning. I just want to build something big and just have like a cool centerpiece.
I'm gonna build exactly what the hell I want, and basically not even care about being DQ'd or not. So let them DQ me. That's what I say. So now, Freddie, looks like you were going for the cutoff wheel.
Yeah, just to thin out some parts to make it easier, just to put the knife through.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is all me just experimenting with how to. Because I've never really cut like a giant piece like this before, so it's just
Right.
experimentation.
So let me say this.
You
So
like being a cutter?
what's that?
Oh dear.
I was asking if he likes being a cutter now.
Oh, jeez.
Does he cut himself?
Sorry.
Anyway. You have Freddie, do you have like old chisels or anything? Or like one of those Tamiya
Describing.
scriber things or anything like that?
I do, but I don't think this would help that much here. It might.
Broke it too.
So not on this one that you've already drilled, but on like the next
Yeah, just to speed it up.
the next one.
You know what? I do have one. I just don't remember where I put it.
You
Yeah.
should have walked the line.
Yeah, I mean if you have like an old chisel or even hell, the back of an old hobby knife, what I would do is you're going to get a lot more accurate cut, and you're going to need to clean up that plastic a lot less.
Oh, I'm not too concerned with like getting a clean cut right now. I just want to separate them because I'm gonna
Right.
modify a lot of what's here already.
Right.
Because yeah, it's pretty smooth. There's not a lot of detail on it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm using the base of it is going to be one of the Bandai Garmilla's ships from is it Spaceship Yamato? I think so. But those are really, really detailed. And if I put
Right.
these legs on that, these are gonna look like crap.
Gotcha. Yeah, Chris, aka Squee, is in the chat, and he says online GBWC is going to be where it's at this year. I happen to agree.
True, but I have tickets to Anime Expo already, so I might as well enter there.
Yeah. Well, if it's the same judging criteria as last year.
Well,
Whatever that was.
Kawaguchi's going to be there judging.
Oh, that's right. The Gooch
Yeah.
does come to Anime Expo, doesn't he? I forgot about that.
Gooch.
The Gooch.
Oh my god, get a shirt that says the Gooch.
It just says the Gooch. Bandai Pro Shop.
Hopefully, get good enough
Hit him.
to at least get up on stage so then you can stand there.
Knock him in the Gooch. Nice. Oh, man.
Hate to wear
Always fun at Kawaguchi's expense. Good stuff there. All right, Scotty, how's that painting going?
I changed the color. I'm using green and this chameleon called Red Goblin, which is green in the middle, and red on the edges. So we're gonna see how that goes on top of green. I'm excited to see how this is gonna work.
Interesting.
Laid black gloss for metal stuff. That's what's been going on. And this
Very
green,
cool.
This is Scorpina green from Vallejo Game Air. It's like a really bright, I don't know, really bright green of some sort. I like it.
Yeah, it's really close to what. It's like a more yellowish version of what they use for the animize.
Yeah. That's what's going on here. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but the GBA is having a photography contest for this month with some great prizes.
Shit.
You have to do the thing, just take a picture, preferably some kind of action pose or storytelling of some sort. And we got some guest judges with that, and lots of great prizes.
Yeah, several hundreds of dollars just for taking a picture of your model kit. That's
Yeah,
more than what GBWC gives you.
Well, yeah.
I will fly you out to.
Internet land.
I'll pay for an Uber for you to go somewhere local in your city, like $10. And I'll Uber you to CVS, and you can print your photo out, and we'll pay for that, and then you'll have a one.
Yeah, head to the GBA Discord for details.
Naked Gumpa pics are allowed.
Yeah.
They're encouraged, actually.
And you can, the pictures aren't limited to just one Gundam in the picture. Like I've had people ask me if it could be a group. I'm like, yeah, you can have as many as you want. It could be a freaking mosh pit of Gundams.
Yeah.
At a concert, like I'm literally throwing ideas at people whenever they ask me what can they do. I'm like, this, if you could think of it, really the sky's the limit. Just go crazy.
Yeah, the last one we did was pretty good. There's a lot of really cool creative shots, and I think this one the stakes are a little bit higher, so we should see some crazy stuff. You automatically win if you go to Sears and you have them take a family portrait of you and their. Yeah.
Don't say that, Joel. I have to.
They still do that?
Yeah,
Do they
I was
still
gonna.
have Sears? What the hell?
Yeah.
Barely.
Or wherever those people work now.
Costco.
They need to ask Matt Rosen.
I was gonna say, isn't Rozek a photographer, like
Oh, he was for Sears.
for Sears or something? Or did he quit and go like modeling full time? I don't even know.
Many commissions he's got.
Yeah, that's true. He's a commission monster.
I hope to see some of you people add some pictures into there.
Yeah, no excuses.
Don't
Let's
tell me
see that
I'm
photography
judging,
game.
so I can't really enter it.
I'm busy.
I'm busy. I don't like
I
money.
am, bruh. I leave the country in like 2 weeks, and I got a competition to finish. So
I work for my money. I don't get it.
J.C. Penney.
Jesus.
Is that still around?
Rozek works or worked for J.C. Penney. Jimmy Gumpa Fixation said that in the chat. Nice.
What was JC?
Is J.C. Penney even still around? I don't even know.
It's never been in
know.
Canada.
I don't think so.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got one by my house.
Do you? So
Yeah.
they're still hanging on, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right next to the Sears.
Oh,
Sitcom.
It's shaking. It's scared.
Jesus. Man, you know it's bad when Craftsman is being sold in Lowe's and hardly at Sears anymore.
That's like their only good product.
Yeah.
Are they still insured?
Ah.
Like guaranteed? It used to be.
I mean, yeah, the hand tools were like guaranteed for life.
Yeah,
You know?
Not anymore. Used to.
Who knows?
I assume Lowe's and Home Depot would have to keep that honor going.
I'd like to hope so.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. But yeah, I mean, both of those stores are dying a slow death, so it's only a matter of time, I think.
It's slightly expedited.
Yeah, yeah, just one of those things. Just one of those things. Squee says Sears owner saved it from bankruptcy, but they still closed a bunch of stores. Yeah, I guess to cut
that's how they
costs.
saved it.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, I'm still making millions, but thousands of you are losing your jobs.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Man, good times. All right, kids. Let's see. It is what 11:54 is the time check. Let's
shit.
go. Yeah, time has flown, right? We just did 2 hours, you guys.
I might have to dip off in a second.
Well, we're about to end up anyway, so because I gotta be up bright and early for Gumpa Talk tomorrow. So
Oh shit, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Friday-
that's at like 5 a.m. over here.
Yeah, exactly. Friday nights before Gumbo Talk are always difficult. Me and Justin got to be up early in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Good call on the chisel, by the way.
What's that?
Good call on the chisel. I finally found a use for these wave chisels I bought a while back.
See? There you go. And you're
All right.
just going to town on it, aren't you?
2 hours and I'm finished breaking this apart.
Nice. All right, good deal. So hey, let's real quick, let's do some plugs. All right, and just tell everybody where they can find each one of you. Let's start with Angel. Angel.
Yep. I'm on Instagram, Angel DLC51. I post most of my stuff on the Gundam Guys site on Facebook. If I post at all, really. I really don't like to put any work in progress or anything. I don't do any of that documentation. I just be like, hey, I'm working on this, and I'm like, boom, there it's done. So check out the sites. SCGMC, November 9th.
Excellent.
2 days after my first.
And that's a good segue to Clem. Look at all those stickers.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You've been sitting here for a
Yeah,
while.
you make me get my stickers out now.
Clem, you want to do any
Paul?
other plugs?
Nope.
You
I'm
good?
man. Thanks.
Rock and roll. All right, let's take it over to Brian. Brian, where can everybody find you, man?
I'm on the interwebs as Bro Builder on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. No, not Facebook. What's the other one? YouTube. Hey, yeah, YouTube. Yeah. So come check me out. Talk to my face about things or my ears, whatever.
Excellent. And hey, you know what? Speaking of stickers, Freddie.
Yeah, you can find me online. Freddie Was Wrong on Facebook, Instagram, all that. I sometimes put my stuff on the Gundam Guys Instagram account as well. SCGMC, all that good stuff. Yeah, basically it.
Nice. Excellent.
Keep doing that.
Awesome. All right. Justin, where's
Yeah.
everybody? Where can everybody find you?
I am on everything as Justinius Builds.
Everything.
I'm the most active on Instagram. I'm trying to be a little bit more active on Twitter. Facebook is kind of dead right now because I'm trying to not use Facebook that much for my soul.
For your soul.
For your soul.
All right. Very good. Well, thank you, sir. Mr. Michael Wine, where can everybody find you?
Facebook, I am known as Gundamonium. That's play on the word pandemonium. Just put Gundam and Unium after that. And that's where you can see all my current builds.
Good stuff.
All that stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Always. All right, Scotty, where can everybody find you, man?
All right, on all social media plugs, it's GWAILOX, GWAILOX. It means dumb white guy.
So good.
Or you can find me all the time in the GBA Discord. Yeah, it's usually where I am hanging out. In voice, come by, say hello. We don't bite, even though it sounds like we might. Yeah. And Twitch. Hit me up on Twitch. That's where I usually am on Friday night streaming. Building Gundams or playing games.
Cool. Very good. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And
thank
Joel,
What's
where can
up?
everybody find you?
You can all find me at True Gumpa, literally on everything: Twitch, YouTube, all that. Same as Guilo. I'm the second dad leader there.
Yeah,
So
we're
you
like
find me-
stepdads.
we're like stepdads for that community. And then also you can find me on the company's profile, Holy Mountain Printing, on everything, all social media. Good
Are you
stuff.
two like co-dads?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's legal in Canada, so yeah.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking Steve Gutenberg and Ted Danson, yo.
Wow.
Sometimes I leave to get cigarettes and milk and never come back,
Wow.
and then
Oh,
it's Scott's
you
turn. And
Jeez.
the whole community's in disarray, really. It's two dads, it's confusing. It's 2019 though, so yeah.
Nice.
We're very new age.
Ricardo Silver Maverick says you're not my real dads.
Oh man,
Don't make me get the belt.
that's what you think.
Jesus, that's awesome. Very good, very good. All right, excellent. Well, thank you guys. So for everybody in the chat, you know me, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. You can find me www.childofmecha. You can find me on Facebook. Obviously, you're here on my YouTube channel. Instagram is always a favorite. Twitch is decent too. Or Twitter, I'm like whatever. But hey, you guys catch me every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Fridays, other than when we're not doing Mechanism, and you'll see me build some interesting stuff. So awesome. So everybody out there in the chat, everybody watching, thank you for tuning in. Everybody that's on stream tonight, guys, thank you for taking the time out of your days to be a part of this, and we really appreciate it. So guys, we're going to do this every other Friday. So next week is going to be my normal stream. And then the week after that, we're going to go back and jump on Mechanism. And it's going to be a kind of a rotating cast, you guys. So you're not going to see the same mix of people every single time. So definitely tune in and see what kind of shenanigans we come up with.
Thank God.
Right?
Shenanigans.
I don't have to build as much. Thank God.
The pressure's off, right? Awesome. All right, so you guys, thank you very much. I will see you on stream on Monday, and you'll see these guys or a mix of new folks in a couple weeks' time. So, awesome stuff. Thank you guys for watching Mechanism, and join us next time.
Take care, guys.
Don't forget Gumbo Talk.
Bye.
Don't forget